So David De Gea has left the club after 545 appearances, 190 clean sheets, both club records by the way, a Premier League title, 2 Carabao Cups, an FA Cup and a Europa League, 2 Premier League Golden Glove Awards, and a record 4 times Sir Matt Busby Player of the Year Award and 4 Players Player of the Year Awards. David De Gea has departed Manchester United. The numbers speak for themselves. He will be forever remembered as one of the Manchester United greats and as a Premier League great. In fact, let's celebrate that fact. Here are 3 of my favorite Dave saves. Now, it's natural when such a long association comes to an end. It feels like an end of an era. And given the great servant that he has been, of course, it's a sad moment. But legacy media has painted that as Manchester United being disrespectful to David De Gea. So here's a couple of things about that. Now, folks, as I've said many times in previous videos, why media would paint a certain story in a certain light is all because of the TRPs and the clicks and the views. So, of course, getting that disrespect angle out there makes for a debate, and debate makes for a lot of views and so on and so forth. But where is the disrespect? Did we not pay his salary? Did we kick him out of his house or something? I mean, I'm at a loss. We all know that his form has been on the decline for the last number of years. In fact, I don't know if you remember, but even in Van Gaal days, or shortly after Van Gaal, people were clamoring for Romero to start ahead of him. How many of you were asking for Henderson to start ahead of him last year? So a player who's at the wrong side of the 30s and his form is declining, which is a fact of life. And us as a club looking for a better alternative. My goodness, how can we ever survive after this disrespect? What a load of nonsense. No, this is not disrespect. Disrespect was what Arsenal did to Mesut Ozil when all he did was speak for his right and fair treatment, and he was ostracized. Disrespect was when Lukaku gave that interview to Sky Italia in the middle of the frickin' season. That is disrespect. How is this disrespect? Have we not treated him fairly? The fans adore him. He's been our Player of the Year 4 times, and he was really the only shining light in a very, very dark time for us. But did we not reciprocate by making him the highest paid player in the club? Was he not being given over 300K a week? And that other point that the legacy media is raising, which is, oh, he should have been allowed to say bye-bye at the end of the last league game. Are you insane? We had a FA Cup final after the last league game. You wanted to make this about David De Gea instead of Manchester United being able to do a domestic double, given that they'd not even won a trophy in 5 years? I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. No, there was no disrespect. I think we treated him fairly. I think he gave it his all as well. So much love to De Gea and wish him all the best. Oh, and there's one more thing I want to say about that. Since when did players become more important than clubs? I like this. I like the ruthlessness. Organizations that thrive, organizations that succeed, they need to make ruthless decisions. Not just organizations. No matter who you are in life, you face tough decisions. Decisions you don't want to have to make. But only those succeed who make these decisions. So I'm glad Manchester United have made this decision. I'm glad we're going out and looking for something better rather than just being comfortable with the one that we already have because, oh, he served us so well. There is no room for sentiment like that. I want every player that leaves Manchester United or is made to leave Manchester United be filled with regret. Of course, because they're leaving Manchester United, the greatest football club in the world. So I'm glad that this current setup is not being held prisoner to sentiments and the past. The past is an important place to learn lessons from. That's it. Let's win things now. And then we'll talk about whether we should give him a right send off or not. All those things come into play when you are a successful team that is winning. Don't compare this to Sir Alex Ferguson days when players were getting proper send offs. Well, yeah, those players were getting proper send offs because the team was winning. Now, I'm not saying that David doesn't deserve a proper send off. Of course, he does. I gave you the numbers, didn't I? But what I mean is that what is the team winning collectively? I am done celebrating mediocrity at Manchester United. And this is the Glazer effect or the Ed Woodward effect. We have a glimmer of success, a teeny tiny bit of light shines through, and they start tripping and they start giving awards out and £300,000 per week contracts to players. None of that. No. Well, I would not turn to media for that kind of information. However, Romano seems to believe that a deal for Onana is imminent, which is great news. Admittedly, I haven't seen much of him other than YouTube and that Champions League final, in which I think he was very good. I take great comfort in the fact that he knows Eric Ten Hag, he knows the style of play, he knows how he wants football played, and he knows what Eric Ten Hag expects from a goalkeeper. So that initial bedding in period should go smoothly, hopefully. And I reckon that deal should be announced pretty soon. I trust Eric Ten Hag completely. I am blown away by the Mason Mount signing. Now let's just get Kane and maybe Lavia or Boubacar Kamara and Disasai maybe, and we're sorted. That's it, you guys. Tell me what you guys think. Did we really disrespect David De Gea? Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video and hope you'll see me again soon. Till then, stay safe.